Is awesome. Man.
Welcome, everybody, to the Big Three podcast. This is a podcast that is very new, literally just a couple seconds ago. I'm joined by my big good friend here, Nico Mateo. Here, he is a very knowledgeable sports fan, and this podcast is just gonna be just talking about everything about sports. Real quick, what I wanted to mention, we gotta squash something real quick. What is your beef with Shador Sanders?
I mean, Shedeur Sanders is a really good quarterback. He can run the ball. He can pass the ball. But the one thing that I think is holding him back is his dad, Dion.
Dion, yeah, I know, prime time. Um, there was circulation during the draft that he was calling all these teams and all that stuff. But honestly, I say he's looked like the best quarterback so far in the Browns' room in during training camp at least.
You know what? During the draft and after the draft, before preseason, I have had my doubts about Shedeur Sanders. You know, I've never been a huge fan of his before the preseason.
Yeah,
I was convinced Kenny Pickett or Joe Flacco was going to be the starter.
Kenny
I was
Pickett looked good.
completely wrong about Kenny Pickett,
Yeah,
but overall, I think Shedeur Sanders has been the best quarterback in that room. But the only reason of why I think Shador might not be the week one starter is because of the experience that Flacco has.
yeah, I agree. Joe Flacco's over 40. I mean, he has. I mean, for the Browns, he have stepped in for multiple occasions. 2023 is a prime example. The dude threw like 13 touchdowns in like what 5 games, I think. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, the dudes look good, but during training camp, not so much. Another piece of news I wanted to tackle real quick so far. Uh, we got two extensions yesterday. Trey Hendrickson and Terry McLaurin. Huh.
Well, let's start with the Terry McLaurin extension.
Yeah, Terry McLaurin, like 3 years,
He
96 million.
that's 31 million a year for Terry McLaurin. I mean, he's not a top five wide receiver, and he's getting paid top five wide receiver money.
Yeah, I mean,
He's getting paid more than AJ Brown,
yeah, that's
which
outrageous.
I completely disagree with. Terry McLaurin is an exceptional wide receiver, but at his age, I wouldn't pay a receiver $31 million a year.
At 30 years old, I 100%
Yeah.
agree. And I mean, I've always said this about Terry McLaurin. I don't know how other people feel about Terry McLaurin, but I mean, just last season, I mean, he did have a good season last season. I'm not taking anything away from the dude, but you take only a couple touchdowns away from that 13 touchdown season, and he basically has the same damn year like he's always had, like barely breaking 1,000 yards, right around like 70, 80 receptions and like 5 touchdowns.
I mean, Terry McLaurin is consistently a top 10 wide receiver. So I can understand the urgency to bring him back because they're wide outside Terry McLaurin, their receiving room is not
Is
very good with Zach Ertz
and
and
Big
Debo
Chungus Debo
Samuel.
Samuel.
Yeah.
did,
But
dude, did you see?
overall,
Did you see that training camp? I'm sure you've seen it already of him running like in
yeah,
training camp.
he he's basically like James Harden that he was a few years ago. I mean, he's not on the same like level as
Oh
what James Harden was in the NBA and Debo Samuel in the NFL. Debo Samuel's been on a constant decline,
yeah,
but the thing is about Debo Samuel, his upside is amazing, and if he can get back into shape,
yeah,
I see I mean, he could go back to what he was the year they made it to the Super Bowl. And he was dominant.
yeah. And what I mean, people are I feel like are being a little too critical on him. I mean, I get it; he hasn't been fantastic over the years, but I feel like I mean, but I do think that some other people are coasting off of this one really good season that he had in 2021
Yeah,
when he
but
broke 1,400 yards.
yeah, I mean, I can agree. He does get. overrated at times, but I still think when he's healthy, when he's in shape, he's a he's an amazing wide receiver.
Oh, 100%. I mean, well, at least he's flashy. I mean, he may not ever put up the best numbers, but he is fun to watch. I mean, and he's probably the best receiver at running the ball, I would say, in the NFL.
Yeah. And now
Because
let's go to now let's go to the Trey Hendrickson
the
contract.
Trey, I don't even
I'm
know.
happy to see that the Bengals are paying a non-receiver.
Yeah, or just a non-offensive player in
Yeah,
general.
just like a non-offensive player. I mean, he was the key. He was the key component of that defense.
No, 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 not
That
key. Not only key component. No, 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 no. Let's rephrase that. He was the defense last year,
well, they had a few other decent players, but Trey Hendrickson was top five in DPOI. I don't
and he led the
understand why
league in
they.
sacks.
Yeah, he led the league in sacks. I don't understand why the Bengals wouldn't re-sign him,
Exactly.
but what I don't understand is why they didn't sign him for a long-term contract.
It's just 1 year. Plus, he's going to be a free agent next year anyway. So I don't understand. I don't even know if you can call it an extension. We could really just call it a
It
raise.
was it was basically like a franchise tag.
Yeah, I mean, um,
Now, I
franchise
do
tag. I mean, yeah, all that stuff.
I do want to change the topic to Micah Parsons because I saw something that the Cowboys and Packers apparently have a deal worked out and for Micah Parsons to go to Green Bay.
Two first-round picks, a second, and a fifth-round pick. That's at least
Yeah,
the rumored offer that we've
and
heard a lot on
and
everyone.
let's think about it. He's going to get the biggest contract of a defensive player.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty tough to beat that T.J. Watt contract.
I mean, he's constantly been one of the best defensive players.
Yeah,
How old is he? 25?
I think he's younger. I think he might be younger than like 20, 24 or 25.
Yeah.
Let me look it up real quick. But I mean, Micah Parsons again has just been the most consistent edge rusher. I mean, he's been most consistent.
Yeah. And you pair
26.
and you're gonna pair Micah Parsons up with Rashad Gary
And Quay Walker.
and Quay Walker and Kenny Clark.
Yeah, yes, please.
That's that might be and Edgerrin Cooper. That might be the best front seven in the league.
Yeah, maybe.
The only
Uh,
team that might that like the teams that they'll be like on the same scale of is the Eagles.
of course.
And
I'd say the
I mean
Steelers have a pretty good D line.
I would really just say Eagles and Steelers.
I mean, yeah. I mean, actually, I mean, there's
I
probably
mean
some
a
good
healthy
ones too.
I mean a healthy Niners probably with Fred Warner, except they did lose Trey Greenlaw, which was a huge knockback because
Yeah,
he was their best outside linebacker. But again, like they get Michael Parsons, they have one of the best defenses in the league, and I think that can really put them over the top to be a Super Bowl contender.
yeah. Going to the 49ers, I mean, I feel like the 49ers, like the 2024 49ers, I feel like have got to be the unluckiest team I've ever physically seen.
Well, there was another 2024 team that was extremely unlucky.
We'd rather not talk about that. Um,
Yeah.
um, we're not talking about the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, even though they are unlucky. Yeah, Chiefs fans. Listen, I know we're going to be called out, probably this episode. I know we're going to be called out a lot for our Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes hate. Like, again, you know
I
that.
don't know that you're gonna get called out.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you know that image of all the Chiefs players, standing there, it was like next stop New Orleans, that image. Um, I saw one of those on my For You page. Bro, I couldn't help but laugh. I'm like, just dude, like this is the goofiest, most oralist Super Bowl team or just in general Chiefs team that I think I've ever seen.
I mean, they made it to the Super Bowl. I mean, you
That's all
can't
there is.
really knock them down for that. But didn't they, if I remember correctly, they didn't win a game in the regular season by more than double digits, or they only won like one or two.
I mean, they barely squeaked. They beat the Panthers 30-27. First
Well,
of all,
to
why
be
are you
on,
giving
well,
them points?
to be honest, the Eagles only beat the Panthers because Xavier Leggett dropped the ball.
Yeah, I mean
The
that's
Panthers almost beat the two teams in the Super Bowl.
yeah. But keyword didn't. They didn't beat us. So there's
But
that.
I think we should get into our main topic,
Our main topic,
predicting
which are
the regular season awards.
the regular season award picks. Now, on my main channel, Pulse Metrics, go subscribe. I did put out a video giving my takes at the time, and people are going to come for my head because some of these might be a little bit different. But hey, this is how I feel today, and obviously none of you guys have heard Nico's. So, real quick, I'm not gonna pull anything up, but let's get to real quick to your takes first. Let Show me your runner-ups for offensive rookie of the year.
So my runner-ups for offensive rookie of the year is Matthew Golden and Omarion Hampton.
Yeah, let's talk about this guy O'Marion Hampton because I know he's a super popular fantasy pick at this time right now. I mean, we have to admit
I
that.
mean, yeah, but the only thing that made me skeptical about putting Omarion Hampton as, in my opinion, being number two in offensive rookie of the year voting
Yeah,
is he's not the week one starter. And with Najee Harris barely doing anything with the Chargers this offseason,
yeah.
I don't like, I'm worried about Omarion Hampton. I don't,
I think O'Marion Hampton is kind of going to be like the Bucky Irving of last year. Like they're going to say that Najee Harris or Rashad White from last year, they're going to say that they're going to be the starter, but they're going to end up starting the other guy. But or just in general, they're going to look a lot better, and that they're going to end up taking the job. And I agree with you. And now going over to Matthew Golden, like if he's as good as people says he's looked in training camp, then the Packers might have their guy. I mean,
I mean, he's their number one receiver.
by far.
And yeah, he doesn't really have many people to share the ball with outside of Tucker Kraft and Jaden Reed.
Yeah, and plus, because I mean, Romeo Dobbs keeps getting concussed. Dontavion Wicks is more potential than execution at this point, and Christian Watson is Christian Watson.
Yeah. And I really think Jordan Love is going to have a breakout year this year. And
Fair enough.
and if that let's think about this. If Matthew Golden is what people believe Matthew Golden is going to be, which can majorly improve their offense, and they have Micah Parsons going to that team apparently, and if he ends up going to the Green Bay
Allegedly.
Packers, that that scares me.
Yeah, because the Packers got really close. I mean, they went 11-6 last year. If they get as much better as we think, then like the Packers could be a legitimate Super Bowl contender. Not even kidding.
Yeah. And the Packers are pretty well coached.
Yeah, Matt LaFleur.
Yeah, but but all right, let's say this. Matthew Golden is what people think Matthew Golden is going to be.
Yeah.
And they get Micah Parsons. Are they better than a healthy Lions team?
I don't know. I mean, the Lions' receiving room is honestly, I think it scares me more than the Packers. If Matt Golden turns out good, that's good, but that's one good elite receiver. Like I was saying before this season, like they need their Jets, they need their Jamar, they need their CD. Um, but yeah, I feel like Matt Golden. If I would take the Lions in general. Um, their
Would you
team.
take would you take this Packers team over the Vikings if they get Micah in with Golden?
I think I would take the Packers because hold on, hear me out. Just because the Packers have a way more proven QB than JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy is still a question mark.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. But let's go into the winner of that award, Ashton Genty.
Yeah, that is. I feel like that is by
The
far
high the Heisman snub.
the no. I listen. I posted a short reacting to that. I mean, all the way back in December, and my opinion still stands. I do agree with Travis Hunter winning. I mean,
again, I I'm not mad about Travis Hunter winning it. He was a two-way player. He was a stud two ways. Ashton Genty ran for 2,000 yards, or
2,600 yards.
yeah, 2,600 yards, and he carried that Boise State team to the playoffs.
Yeah, like he regularly sat out games because thanks to him, the Boise State Broncos were already up by 30.
Yeah,
And I want to steal a line a little bit, like from Benchwarmer Brand in his video. It wouldn't hurt to paint the Raiders turf blue, so he can feel at home. Like you know,
yeah. I mean, if Aiden O'Connell or like Gardner Minshew, whichever quarterback is just half decent at passing ball to Brock Bowers,
they got Geno Smith. I mean, don't forget they
I
got.
can I completely forgot about Geno Smith. They have Geno Smith passing to Brock Bowers.
I just think Geno Smith might be one of the most swept under the rug quarterbacks I've ever seen. Did you see? I mean, I know his touchdown ratio to interception ratio was not that good, but 4,300 passing yards, and even with all of those attempts, like over 500 attempts, still kept a 70 completion percentage.
Yeah, and I mean, he's passing for all those yards at his age is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I know, and like he's honestly, if I think this is gonna sound crazy, I'm sarcastic, but Geno Smith's a big step up from Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew combined.
Complete, completely agreed. But let's get off of mine and let's go on to yours. Who are
Yeah,
your
yeah.
runner-ups in the winner for your offensive rookie of the year?
Offensive, I'm gonna go with Ashton Genty as a runner-up. As a runner-up, I just feel like there's gonna be a guy that's better or that's more productive, and Cam Ward, RBT is really gonna like that. um, I'm gonna go with. I'm not changing this one for my video. I'm gonna go with Tyler Warren. I mean, yeah, it could be a little bit of a stretch, but what I said about Anthony Richardson in my video. You look at Daniel Jones as a quarterback, not very good, right? So he's gonna need a short pass comfort zone, and that is gonna be where Tyler Warren steps in and does his damage.
I mean, Tyler Warren has all the talent in the world to be a top five, a top tight end in the league.
Yeah,
But I just don't think with that quarterback situation with Daniel Jones, he's going to win off it. I mean, I could see him being in the conversation, but I just can't see him being over players like Genty, Hampton, Ward. You know what? Some part of me thinks that Colston Loveland is going to have a better rookie season, only because of the quarterback situation. Ca- I trust Caleb Williams a lot more than I trust
yeah,
Daniel Jones, and I think you can agree with me on that.
yeah. That's no, no. I can't just agree, man. That's just common sense.
Yeah, but I didn't follow as like a lot of the Bears, so I don't know how good Cole Kmet was last year. And
He was decent. I mean, he had a down season, but honestly,
so Colston Loveland is probably going to be their number one tight end.
yeah. At the end of the season, because I mean,
Yeah, at
dude,
the
this is a star-studded rookie draft class. I mean, can we just talk about
yeah,
that for a sec? Like,
yeah, they had I mean, they had two amazing wide receivers go late first round.
yeah.
The only thing this draft was shallow in my opinion, was quarterback.
Oh, 100% agree. Um,
But I mean, the running back draft was insane. You had Genty, Hampton, and Harvey,
Caleb
and
Johnson, Cam
Caleb.
Scattergood.
You had Travion Henderson and Quinshon Judkins.
Yeah, like this.
Eh,
This might be one of the more talented running back draft classes that we've seen in a while.
Yeah.
But we're already getting lost in the sauce. Let's talk about our defensive rookie of the years. You can go first on this one.
All right. So my two runner-ups is Jalen Walker and Abdul Carter.
Fair enough, yeah. Because your
I
winner,
is Jihad Campbell.
yeah, dude,
I'm not. I'm not just saying that because I'm an Eagles fan.
yeah,
He showed so many flashes during this preseason. and he's just an all-around stud. He can do it. He can do it all on
He's like a
defense.
rookie Micah Parsons.
Exactly. That's who he reminds me of. Do I think Abdul Carter is a better like is a better pass rusher? Is
Yeah,
better at sacking the quarterback? A million percent. But as an overall defensive player, I'm taking Jahad Campbell.
I agree with you. But I am gonna have to go ahead and pick Abdul Carter mainly because of the fact that the NFL looks at like flashy statistic guys. I mean, if it was just about the statistics, I mean, if they look deeper into the statistics, last year's defensive rookie of the year voting, then they would have picked Quinion. But it's just the fact that like
Well,
Jared Verse had all this stuff, you know.
it I still think it would have been Jared Verse, but I think it would have been a lot closer.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick Abdul Carter to win. And my two runner-ups, honestly, probably gonna go ahead and do Jahad Campbell and a player that you already mentioned, and not a lot of people are talking about, but Jalen Walker. I mean,
I mean, he's gonna be a stud. You know more about him than me, so you've been on him for over a year.
yeah,
You've you
since the
you've
draft.
been ta you've been talking about him since before. You've been talking about him since the beginning of the college football season.
Yeah, I'm a big college football fan also. Um, moving on to our defensive player of the year. Now, when we were deciding this, it actually took a little bit of time.
It took me a long time to figure out who my winner of this award was.
My winner is probably, honestly, my two candidates are going to be Max Crosby and TJ Watt. I know, again, coming from my head, that's someone that I picked, TJ Watt. He's been snubbed. But I've recently come to terms with this. The winner of this award is going to be Jared Verse. Dude, he has such a unique skill set, dude. Like, he is the next big thing.
I can agree with you. He is the next big thing. I just don't think he's the next big thing right now because I think there's a better young edge rusher than Jared Verse. I don't have him winning the award, but I have him as a runner-up. My runner-ups are Max Crosby and Will Anderson Jr.
Will Anderson Jr., that's who you're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. I think they're 5 years from now, I think them two and Jalen Carter and Micah Parsons are gonna basically be and Aiden Hutchinson are gonna be undoubtedly the five best defensive players
Yeah.
at front seven defensive players because we all
And
know Pat
yeah,
Surtain might be the best out of the five.
yeah, I do agree.
And my winner, this might be a hot take, only because he's come back from a major injury, but I have Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, dude. Aiden Hutchinson, if he didn't get hurt last year, Aiden Hutchinson would have won it
He would have
last year.
he would have had one of the one of the greatest statistical defensive seasons I have ever seen.
Yeah, because like, he had like what 7.5 sacks in 5 games. He was averaging more than a sack a game.
Yeah, that's like Reggie White kind of numbers.
Yeah, and if you know, you know with
Yeah.
Reggie White.
But
All right.
let's go to offensive players of the year now.
Offensive player of the year. My two candidates are, call me crazy, but I don't have a single Eagles player. It's gonna be. By the way, this one did not change for my video predictions. It's gonna be Bijan and Justin Jefferson being both the candidates.
All right, so me and you have the same offensive player in your candidate and winner.
Yeah, because
So
the winner will be none other
Jam
than
Jamar
Jamar
Chase.
Chase. Yeah, Jamar
With the
Chase.
he's gonna get the same amount, if not more, receptions than he did last year.
And you're calling that now?
I'm calling it now.
Dude. It's a combination of they throw the ball to him like almost 200 times a game. Like he gets almost 200 targets, and just the fact that like, dude, he's just so unbelievably talented, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think Justin Jefferson is a better receiver,
Yeah,
but just going off of the amount of targets Jamar Chase has to the targets that Jefferson has, I think Jamar Chase is going to have better stats.
100%. There's no wrong answer. Like whoever you decide to have in your top 10 wide receivers, blah blah blah, all that stuff. There's no wrong answer between Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. It really comes down to
Yeah,
personal preference.
and I can say the same thing about running backs. You can go either Bijan or you can go Saquon, and I can even see an argument for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Or even Derrick Henry. Like
Yeah, I can see an argument for Derrick Henry, but I mean, Derrick Henry, man, he's getting bigger every year.
Oh, dude, did you see that picture on that was posted on X of him like a picture of him during training camp?
Yeah,
Dude,
he looks. He if I was the defender, I would just get out of the way of Derrick Henry because I already know I'm going to get ran over.
yeah, because there has to be, like there's got to be some middle linebacker out there who's man enough to try to tackle Derrick Henry.
Yeah, and it's not going to work.
It's not gonna work. Now it's time for your MVP picks. We'll start with you on this one.
Okay, my runner-ups are Josh Allen and Joe Burrow.
Really, Joe Burrow. Much like what I said about Jamar Chase. I mean, do you feel like Joe Burrow is gonna have a better or worse season than last season?
Well, when we do a record video, it will show that I think Joe Burrow is going to have an amazing season. I think he's going to have a career high in passing yards. I think he's going to pass for a lot of touchdowns. But I also think with the amount of time he's going to pass, he is going to throw a decent amount of interceptions. Not double digit, but he'll throw like 8 or 9,
Basically, what he did
which,
last year.
yeah, he's going to basically have the season he had last year, but he's going to make the playoffs and he's going to pass for more yards.
Fair enough. And then that'll put him in contention for MVP.
Yeah,
Um,
I think the MVP race is going to be insanely close between the two, but my winner's Lamar Jackson.
I know. We all know that you are the biggest. Well, I know you are the biggest Lamar Jackson glazer in the entire world today.
And I have reason behind it. I know he has choked a few times in the playoffs, but but let, but this isn't a playoff award. This is a regular season award.
I do agree. By the
And
way, you
going
read
off of last season, hold on. Last season, he beat Josh Allen in every single stat category except for rushing touchdowns. Yet he didn't win MVP.
there's a reason behind that. It mainly has a little bit to do with voter fatigue. I will agree with that. But like when Josh Allen carries a team that was supposed to flop on their backs, losing all of their receivers to another division title and a playoff berth or an AFC championship, 13-4 record, I feel like stats don't matter when it comes to that.
But let's be real with ourselves. He played the Patriots twice, the Dolphins twice, and the Jets twice.
Meanwhile, Lamar had to play the Steelers. The Steelers okay
Bengals,
defense. The Steelers good defense. The Bengals terrible defense, and the
but
Browns
but the Bengals amazing offense.
they had two candidates for Game of the Year. Like during the regular season, the Bengals and Ravens.
Yeah, I mean, I watched both of them. They were two of the best games of the season.
Not including playoffs yet, but there is one
Yeah,
game that
not
I feel
yeah.
like was just more exciting.
Eagles Rams snow game in the playoffs.
Yeah, that Eagles Rams snow game was
The best game of the
unbelievable.
season.
I don't care if they didn't score as many points as Ravens. Ben, every
It
single time, I felt like I
that
wanted to
game
touch my seat.
that game came down to one singular play. And in my personal opinion, when a game comes down to one singular play in the fourth quarter, it's automatically one of the best games of the year.
Yeah, 100%. Real quick, I'm gonna give my MVP picks. I do have Josh Allen being a candidate, and another candidate, the runner-up, I feel like will be in fact Jaden Daniels.
Here's my only problem with that. I think Jane Daniels in a few years from now is going to be the best quarterback in the league.
100%. Yes.
100%. Or one of
Eagles
the
fan
best
in this
quarterbacks in the league.
absolutely hates that.
Yeah, but I, I really think the sophomore slump's going to come into play. But I also think that his receiving core is going to be taking a step down this year.
Um, yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I can
But
see
yeah,
that, but honestly, I think people are just mentioning this sophomore slump only because of CJ. I mean, it always comes down to something about CJ Stroud.
yeah. I mean, I think C.J. Stroud is going to be a top 10 quarterback this year.
I do. Now, do I think that Jane Daniels is going to throw more picks than he did last year? I do. I
Yeah,
legitimately do.
because since the receiving core is going to take a step down, that mean then since I mean you got Deebo Samuel,
Debo
and
Samuel,
if he stays in the shape he is, he's going to be really slow.
yeah.
And
And
at his
with
stature, he's not going to be able to get any 50-50 balls.
100%. And even with Brian Robinson Jr. being traded over to the 49ers, that means the run game is not going to be as effective. That which means Jaden Daniels' production is going to go up, up, up. But he
Well,
won't win
I
you
r-
over.
I have a lot of faith in their rookie quarterback and their rookie running back. Sorry, with him plus Austin Eckler. Wait, what's the rookie running back's name again? I forget.
Um, I'm honestly nobody really knows this guy's
Good.
name. Like nobody's really
I
heard.
for well, I picked him up on my fantasy team. I
Yeah,
just I forget his name, but they also have Austin
let me look
Eckler,
up his name.
who he's a good veteran running back.
I I 100% agree. His name is Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt
Yeah, Jaco. I
or
really think
JCM. JCM.
I think he's gonna have a very very underrated season.
I do agree.
But
But
let's hear your MVP pick.
my MVP pick has not changed from my video. My MVP pick is going to be none other than my boy Jalen J Goat Hurts.
Okay.
My
Do I?
reasoning, hold on, before you say anything, before you start screaming at me, my reasoning for that is exactly what I said. Saquon Barkley will not be as good. He won't get as many carries. He won't get as many yards as he did last season, which opens up the door for us more to pass. And it just so happens that our offensive coordinator is none other than our former pass game coach.
I can. I can 100% see this happening. As an Eagles fan, I would love to see it happen,
Yeah.
but I just don't think he's going to have a season like Lamar or Burrow.
Honestly, that's fine. That's fine to say, but I mean, I just have so much. Maybe it's me being biased, but I just have so much faith in Jalen Hurts. I mean, dude. Um. So yeah, those are our awards. But we're not done yet. We still got the records and division placement that we got to get done.
We'll do that. You guys will see that in the next video.
Yeah. Those are our awards, and the season's not that not that far away. But real quick, I wanted to do a little bit of a start bench cut. Couple things of that, like for quarterbacks at least. So start bench cut: Jordan Love, C.J. Stroud, and Geno Smith
Is this for one season or for a dynasty?
for the season in general for the season.
For the season, I'm cutting Geno Smith
Yeah, respectfully.
and going off the season that I'm expecting them to have. I'm benching CJ Stroud. I'm starting Jordan Love.
I would have to agree, but just switch Jordan Love and C.J. Stroud because I think C.J. Stroud, honestly, he's gonna win the Super Bowl in the next 10 years.
I mean, for me, it's a coin flip.
Yeah, 100%.
I think they're both going to have great seasons. They're both going to have better seasons than they did last year. I just think Jordan Love is going to pass for more yards. I think they're going to have around the same amount of touchdowns. I think they'll throw this about the same amount of interceptions, and I think they'll about have the same QBR.
Fair enough. Um, real quick, another. We'll go to receivers now. Start, bench, cut. Lad McConkey, Brian Thomas Jr., and Malik Neighbors.
I think this is kind of easy. I would cut Lad McConkey, bench BTJ, and I'm starting Neighbors.
Oh, really? You've come to terms with Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, Malik Neighbors missed how many games? Three?
Missed like 2 or 3 games, yeah.
Yeah, and he still put up very
109
similar
receptions
numbers. Yeah, he still put up very similar numbers to PTJ, and but had so many more receptions.
and so many
I
more awful quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, they both had awful quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean, well, Trevor Lawrence is not awful at all, but just Mac Jones is though.
Well, Trevor Lawrence is injured.
Yeah, he was hurt. Um, Mac Jones, obviously, whenever a backup quarterback comes in, they're always gonna throw to like the best guy there, you know. And BTJ was
Yeah,
clearly the best guy there.
yeah, but also so was Neighbors.
Neighbors,
But the
yeah,
only thing with this is I'm very skeptical about Travis Hunter. But if Travis Hunter, like let's say halfway through the season, he transfers over to wide receiver and is not playing defense anymore, then that's going to take away a lot of receptions from BTJ.
yeah, I agree. This is Yeah, if Travis Hunter is going to be the receiver that we think he is, then BTJ is production might go a little bit down, and Malik Neighbors is gonna go up. Um,
Yeah.
another tough one, and this is at full health. Start, bench, cut. Bijan, Jameer Gibbs, and Christian McCaffrey, full health.
I mean, I think you just said in the order. I would cut CMC on benching Gibbs and I'm starting Bijan.
Really? I mean,
Yeah,
Bijan and Jameer Gibbs both play like healthy Christian McCaffreys.
agreed. But I think again, CMC, the Niners are in a terrible situation right now.
Yeah, I know.
Christian McCaffrey is not going to be in a good situation. Jameer Gibbs is sharing the ball with David Montgomery,
I agree. Yeah.
which is taking away a lot of touches and a lot of yards from Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
I agree. BT,
Bijan's just a freak of nature.
yeah, just I was about to say like Bijan is just like the most talented out of those three. I would rather have Bijan on my team than those other two. Not a knock on Jameer Gibbs, and I want to go to Jameer Gibbs real quick because not only do I believe that Jameer Gibbs is the best running back that they've had since Barry Sanders, he has a legitimate shot. Like statistically, he's on pace to surpass Barry Sanders.
Well, let's also keep in mind Barry Sanders had a short career,
Yeah, he had
or
a short career.
a shorter career.
Yeah, shorter career. But just Barry Sanders. I mean, I have him as a top three running back all time. I don't know about you, but Barry Sanders was just the man. Of course,
Yeah.
none of us were alive to see him, but um, yeah, Barry Sanders is he's the man. One more start bench cut, and this is for going to be for tight ends. Start bench cut. Brock Bowers, Trey McBride, and George Kittle.
Okay. Just basing this off of stats, I know Trey McBride gets all the receptions in the world. I'm cutting Trey McBride.
Yeah,
I'm benching Kittle, and I'm starting Bowers.
really. The only thing I
I
would do,
think
I would
I
start
think
Kittle.
Bowers is going to have such a not such. He's going to have a better season than George Kittle next year.
I agree. Um, yeah, I mean, dude, Brock Bowers. I mean, he slapped us all in the face with how good he was last year.
Yeah. I had a start bench cut for you.
Let me see, let me hear it.
JJ McCarthy, Michael Penix, and Bryce Young.
Oh, why do you do this to me? Um, in general, um, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm starting Bryce Young. I just think Bryce Young is such a big upside, dude. I mean, Bryce Young, again, like the way he was able to bounce back last year was just unbelievable to me. I mean, like Bryce Young. I mean, I don't care if he's shorter than me, and like I do not care, and I'm 6 feet, but I just think Bryce Young is the more he works with Canales, the more he's gonna get more confident, and the more he's gonna throw for a lot. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and bench JJ and cut Michael Penix. And we all know, and I know that you're the biggest Michael Penix believer.
I have so much faith in the Falcons and Michael Penix this year. I mean, you'll see that in our record prediction video that I think the Falcons are going to be amazing next year,
I
but
agree.
I don't have much faith in JJ.
I mean, for me, Michael Penix, I mean, just I don't know what it is, but it just I'm not moved by the guy. I just think he's kind of just meh. And plus, he didn't put up the best statistics. I mean, through 5 games, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks, 58 completion percentage. Like that doesn't I mean that's good for a rookie who's coming into a terrible situation, but nothing that really gives you like a good impression that the guy's going to be an everyday franchise starting quarterback.
Well, if I was doing that, I'm cutting JJ McCarthy only because I haven't seen any of them yet in the NFL,
Yeah,
and I just think the next two quarterbacks are better than him, Penix and Young.
Young. You're starting Bryce Young here in this scenario.
I'm I'm probably gonna start Bryce Young, yeah.
Yeah, just because we've
But
seen more
but
out
I
of Bryce
think
Young.
but I think by week 5, I think I'll be starting Penix.
I can definitely see that. I mean, listen, I don't hate the guy. Like, I really don't hate Michael Penix. I just think he's just kind of meh. Like, he's just your average Joe, I feel like.
Like I think all three of these quarterbacks are gonna be great quarterbacks. I
Yeah,
just think it this right now, that's how I would have it.
that's the order right now. I do feel that. One real quick topic before we head out. Another topic I want to cover right now is the releasing of Shiloh Sanders. What's up with that? You feel like?
I mean, if it wasn't for the name on his back, would people really know who Shiloh Sanders was?
No, I mean people know who Shador is, but not Shiloh. I mean, I feel like
But I could say the same thing about Shador. If it wasn't for the name on his back, would if Deion Sanders wasn't his dad, would he really have been in Buffalo and he wouldn't have stayed in Jackson State?
I feel like you would. I mean, I'm not saying I disagree with you. Like I agree with you, but I mean I don't know. I just think the guy is talented. I mean, I feel like he gets a lot more hate than he really should have.
I'm not knocking anything down on Shador Sanders. I think he's going to be a phenomenal starting quarterback. But but we're talking about Shiloh. If it wasn't for the name on his back, would people really know who he is?
No. Now I could get behind you on Shiloh Sanders. I can agree with you on that. Like people would not know who Shiloh is.
But there's a cut that the Buccaneers made that I'm more upset about this dude than Shiloh Sanders, and that's Desmond Watson.
Desmond Watson, dude.
I
We didn't even get to see the dude play. They just put him on the
mean, like,
sideline so we can lose weight.
I get it. He's not in good shape at all,
Yeah.
but I mean,
At least give
as
the
a
guy a chance.
defensive tackle, yeah, I would have, like, he didn't even get to play in practice.
So I imagine he's not going to get a chance to play anywhere. I mean, I don't
Yeah. All right, but do we have anything else?
Oh no, I mean that just about wraps it up for the episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for sticking by the entire thing. If you did, we're gonna get better at this. This is just, don't judge us off of our first episode. I'm Pulse Metrics, and this is
I'm Nico Mateo.
and we're signing off. See you later.